Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just wanted to make this video today. It's just going to be a quick one. As you might know, I have been talking non-stop about getting dedicated drops into Borderlands 4, and some people think I have this magical power where I can just like whisper into a developer's ear and be like, yo, can you add this to the game? And they're going to be like, yo, we got you, bro. No, that doesn't happen. If I were to go out of my way and DM a developer, they're just not going to reply back. So yeah, dedicated drops, I've been screaming about it non-stop on my streams and my videos, on social media, and it's just, dude. Dedicated drops for a lot of people make up Borderlands. It really is that staple that makes the game so replayable. And if you're not familiar, dedicated drops are where you farm a specific boss for a specific item. For example, Savagely dropping the Unkempt Herald at a 10% chance. Borderlands 3, for example, you have like what, Beef Pliskin dropping the Free Radical. And with that in mind, you know, we are able to go out of our way and farm for specific items to make our build exactly how we want it. Now, there are people who do prefer the world drop system to where you just farm a boss and get a bunch of random legendaries, or a few, and then you just kind of get lucky eventually and basically farm whatever you want and get a plethora of good items. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So what is the point of this video today? Well, for the first time, we actually have somewhat of like contact about dedicated drops in Borderlands 4. Like I said before, a lot of us are talking about dedicated drops, and nobody's went out of their way from Gearbox and said, hey, we're listening, it might happen, it might not happen, like, we haven't heard anything. Until now. Right here, this tweet from Noelle. She's the lead community manager from Gearbox, and she put out a tweet asking, what are the best features from each Borderlands game? There were a lot of random responses, which were pretty cool to see. But then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I just tweeted dedicated drops. I wasn't thinking much of it, I was just echoing opinions of having dedicated drops. Like, I'm never gonna shut up about it, right? You guys know me. Noelle replied with a singular emote of a notepad and a pencil. It's just called noted. Now, it isn't much to go off of, but it is the first, like, actual reply we've ever had for suggesting dedicated drops. And this singular emote is a message pretty much saying, hey, we hear you. Remember, this is the community manager, the lead community manager. And in case you're not familiar, community managers are like they manage the social accounts and kind of have that connection between the, the company itself and the community. So after seeing that tweet, that did bring a smile to my face because, like, for real, I'm almost certain we're going to have dedicated drops at launch. Like, I can't say for 100%. Also, people think I've already played the game. I have not. I'm clearing that right now. I have not played BL4. And after seeing this tweet, I really do have confidence we're going to have dedicated drops at launch. And there's also that little bit of a connection from the previous games that we can go off of. Like, Borderlands 2 had dedicated drops at launch, right? Borderlands 3 had some, but it was really bad. There was, like, barely any. And so we cried out and said, you know, like, yo, add dedicated drops to BL3, please. And eventually, they patched it in. So in my opinion, I think for sure now they know we want dedicated drops. The fact that they patched it into BL3 later on, and also, again, this very light reply, it's something. Some might call it copium, but I don't think it is. Oh, I didn't mention this either, but in Wonderlands, they had a thing to where if you already collected the loot dice in a previous playthrough, it would stay collected forever, so you were able to build up your loot luck. And your loot luck was tied to dedicated drop farming, so it was pretty scuff and a pretty trash way to go about fixing dedicated drops for that game. The fact of the matter is they tried to please the audience with some form of better dedicated drop farming, even though it was a horrible system and shouldn't have happened in the first place. Like, honestly, they should have reworked the whole entire system, but that's another video. We're not going to talk about Wonderlands. Anyways, that's all I want to talk about today, so let me know below in the comments what you guys think about all this. Is it massive copium, or do you think it is a sign of, like, hey, we hear you? Personally, I think dedicated drops are going to happen, and I hope it's done right. Again, they patched it into BL3 later on. They changed the system in Wonderlands. Everybody hated it, so they have that feedback now. And I truly do think that Borderlands 4 is going to give us dedicated drops the right way. If not, we'll just do our community thing and blast them on social media. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to let me know what you think about all this below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.